Alright, so in this video, we'll be exploring the world of solving simultaneous equation. Actually, they should be solving linear simultaneous equation. And there are many methods to solve simultaneous equation. There is an elimination method, there is a substitution method, there is a graphical method, and there is a matrix method. And in this video, we'll be exploring the first method, which is elimination method. And in subsequent videos, we will look at the other types of method that would be used in CSEC exam. All right, so as the name itself says, elimination method, and the name simultaneous means we are dealing with more than one equation, and we are solving simultaneous equation means we are solving all of the equation or both of the equation at once. And when we solve it, the values for x and y must satisfy both equation 1 and equation 2. All right, so as the name says, method of elimination means we want to get rid of one of these variables that we have here, either the x or the y. You will have to decide. Anyway, so let's get straight into this example. So how can we make, let's label this equation 1 and let's label this equation 2. How can we get rid of the x in these two equations? So let's see, we can multiply the bottom here by let's multiply the bottom here by 5, because you want to make the two x's the same, the coefficient of the two x's the same. And let's multiply the top here by 2, the entire equation by 2. So when we multiply this entire equation by 2, we get 5x times 2, that will be 10x, plus 3y times 2, that will be 6y, is equal to 21 times 2, that will be 242. And then multiply the bottom here by 5, we get 2x times 5, that will be 10x, plus 7y times 5, that will be 35y, and that will be equal to 20 times 5, which is 100. So now we can see that if we just take away these two equations from each other, we can get rid of this 10x. So this will be, let's take away the coefficients together. We take away them together like that. So now we have 10x, subtract 10x. Then we have plus 6y, subtract 35y. And that is equal to 42, subtract 100. And then when we subtract them, we see 10x from 10x, that will cancel out and give you 0. 6y minus 35y, that will actually give you negative 29y. And then 42 subtract 100, that will give you a negative 58. And then to solve for y, we just take over this 29. This negative 29 is multiplying, so we take it over, it become negative 58 divided by negative 29. And y will have a value of, this to cancel out that, and 29 ones, 29, 29 twos. So we now have y is equal to 2. And that is the value for y. But as you can see, we wanted to solve y and x. So we can either now take this y here, we can take this y and substitute it in either equation 1 or equation 2. To get the and then solve for x to get the corresponding x value. So let's take equation 1. So equation 1, we had 5x plus 3y is equal to 21. And we see y has a value of 2. So let's substitute that y into this equation. So we have 5x plus 3, instead of y we write back 2, is equal to 21. So you now have 5x plus 3 times 2, that will give you 6 is equal to 21. And then we just solve for the x value. So this will be 5x is equal to, this 6 is adding, so we take it over the equal sign, it will subtract. So we get subtract 6. So 5x will be equal to 21, subtract 6, that will be 15. So x will have a value of 15. This 5 is multiplying, so we take it over, it will divide. So we have 15 divided by 5. So x has a value of 3. So y has a value of 2 and x is equal to 3. Or we can just switch around. X is equal to 3y. Anyways, so let's see if we substitute both of these answers into any one of these equations, if it will satisfy the equation. So let's take equation 1. So we have 5 and we found x to be 3 plus 3y, and instead of y we'll write back 2, because that's a value for y. We saw that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2, and that should give you a value of 21. So 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3 2's 6, and that is equal to 21. So that indeed satisfies that equation. And let's try equation 2. So we have 2, instead of x we write back 3 plus 7, instead of y we write back 2, and that should give you a value of 20. So 2 3's 6 plus 7 2's 14, and that indeed is equal to 20. So that is how you know your answer is correct. And that is the method of elimination, solving simultaneous equation by the method of elimination.